Objection!
Hello everybody! Did Craft here? We're back for another episode of Ace Attorney, so without further ado, let's just hop right into this.
Episode 4, Turnabout Goodbyes, concluded.
December 27th, 2:11 p.m. Ranco Law Offices. Jeez, we got one more day to prove Edgeworth's innocence. Alright, let's do this. What was Mr. Edgeworth talking about? I don't remember. What was he talking about? It was a good chunk of time ago. Well, not actually not that long. It was like 2 weeks ago since I filmed the last episode. But yeah, a memory of a crime that I committed. A memory of murder. Dang.
Do you really think Mr. Edgeworth killed?
I don't believe it. Not Edgeworth. Some painful memory has been troubling him recently. But he never takes someone's life. Never.
Nick.
Yo, how's everybody doing? What do you think of my performance today? I had him swooning in the house, huh, Maya?
Swooning?
Me? Or she saying that she was swooning? I didn't read that right, did I?
Swooning? Me? Oh, yes. I do remember feeling faint.
Right on! Tell me the truth. It was like love at first sight, right? Right, Nick?
Huh? Me?
Well, maybe my heart skipped a beat or two? I think you could do better than that. Come on, I saved Edgeworth with that dude. Edgy! You guys should be bowing before me, yeah! Bow before your hero! But you're something else, man. So, today's trial. Larry, you really helped out in the trial today.
You did! If you weren't there, Larry, I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth would have been found guilty.
But seriously, Nick. That bow shop caretaker guy is pretty suspicious. But hey, Edgy ain't off the hook yet.
Way to spoil the mood, Larry.
Hey, I'm just a guy sitting in the audience, you know? But from where I was sitting, Edgy seemed pretty edgy. I mean, can you really know he's telling the truth about that night?
Nick?
I don't know. But what I do know is, I'm going to believe in you two until the end. Us two?
Edgeworth and who else? You mean me, right?
Nah, he means me! Right, Nick? Yeah, you, Larry.
Not me. But why Larry?
Huh? Actually, yeah. Why me, Nick?
Enough with the silent treatment.
Alright, so Edgeworth.
Nick! Why do you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true. But when we first met him, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think?
You didn't know him back then. Back when he wanted to become a defense attorney.
Wait, was that when you two were classmates?
Yes, in grade school. We're getting backstory now! Okay, backstory time! Here we go! They saved me. Miles and Larry. They saved me, and I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know?
What? Hey, Larry! What's he talking about?
Huh? Sorry, I kinda forgot.
Okay, Nick, out with it. I'm going to hear this story today, and that's final.
Yes, please tell the story. Okay. It's kind of a long story, so hang in there. It was the very end of 3rd grade. I was on trial. A class trial.
Class trial?
What? What? Let's hear it. What was this class trial? You remember, Larry? Spring, end of 3rd grade? A kid in our class got his lunch money stolen.
Lunch money?
Our school was really small. Every month, kids would bring an envelope with money for lunch from home.
Huh, I see.
Anyway, this kid's envelope disappeared, with $38 still inside. That's a lot of money. I mean, I know technically it's not, but for a kid, that's a lot of money. Oh, yeah. Now that you mentioned it, I do remember that. I can see why you'd forget, though. You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down with a cold, so I skipped PE that day. I was the only one not in class.
So, they thought you did it?
Yeah. The kids in class said I should be put on trial.
Trial?
The next day, we held a classroom trial, with me as the defendant. Dang. Literally used a trial. Alright, so, if this is Kid Phoenix, let's try to put on a voice. If I try to, though, it will just sound like Maya.
I didn't do it.
Guilty, he did it. Guilty, it was you. Thief. Give the money back. You're such a meanie. No one play with him. Just admit you did it. You can't hide the truth. Tell us the truth. We're not gonna play with you anymore. Yeah, and no borrowing my eraser. You shouldn't be allowed in the real eraser. Or in the library committee. Dang. Alright. No, Phoenix. You know you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right. In the end, even the teacher thought I'd done it. Go over and apologize, Phoenix. I don't know what's happening. Or I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad. I couldn't stop crying. Everyone was staring at me like I'd done it. I tried to apologize. I went to where the boy whose money had been stolen was sitting. That's when it happened. Objection? He shouldn't have to apologize. The only thing that belongs in a trial is evidence. Anything else has no place. You should all be ashamed. Amateurs. Miles? Wait, Miles? Oh, Miles helped out Phoenix back then. Oh, dang.
It wasn't you who stole my money, was it?
So it was Miles' money? No.
And you shouldn't apologize. Everyone's been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. That is why, Your Honor, this boy is innocent.
But Miles, it was your money that was stolen. Yeah, he did it. He's the one. We don't need proof. Make him say he's sorry. Why don't you all just shut up? Oh. Young Larry. He definitely looks like a ruffian.
This is always how it is. Everybody ganging up and picking on one person. Just think of how he feels. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it.
Trying to do kid voices here is hard because I'm so used to doing the normal voices. Very well. I will replace the money myself. This class trial is over. Dang. That's how it happened. After that, the three of us were the best of friends. Huh. Interesting.
Wow, I had no idea.
Yeah, I had no idea either. I mean, I forgot. That's when I learned what it meant to be alone. Totally alone, without a friend in the world.
You did a good thing, Larry.
Yeah, well, I was just lucky that I took the day off from school. If I'd been there, they would have thought I'd done it. So, I took it kind of personally, see? When something smells, it's usually the butts. That was really interesting. Like, that was actually a really interesting backstory. So that's their history. Alright, so after the trial. Anyway, Edgeworth and I talked after that class trial. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. I remember his eyes would shine when he talked about his father.
I'm going to become a defense attorney just like my father. A famous defense attorney.
Then, a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school.
The TL6 incident.
Right. I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had to do with his father's death.
That's so sad.
It was several years later when I heard Edgeworth's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like, "Dark Suspicions of a Demon Attorney." Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, and covering up facts. The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. But why? What happened? I mean, that's not the Edgy I used to know at all. That's what I thought too. I tried to get in touch with him, I don't know how many times. He never replied.
I guess he didn't want to see his old friends.
I couldn't just drop it though. I wanted to meet him, to learn why he had become who he became. That's what I decided.
Wait, you don't mean... That's why? That's why you became a defense attorney? To meet Edgeworth?
If I was a defense attorney, I knew he'd have to meet me whether he wanted to or not. That's the reason why he's a defense attorney? So he can meet with Edgeworth? Wow. In court. Dang. Edgeworth believed in me, and I believe in him. He's in pain, and no one's on his side. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him. Dude, this is really interesting. Like, this is actually really interesting. Whoa, Nick! So is that why you helped me out for free? Yes. I helped you because I believed in you. Except I don't remember saying I'd do it for free. Oh, Nick! Nick!
Nick, we have to save Mr. Edgeworth if it's the last thing we do, okay?
Right, it very well may be.
First, there's that rental boat shop caretaker. We need to find out who or what he is.
I'd sell it for who? I guess I can clean out some of this evidence I no longer need. Okay, let's go. So some of the evidence was removed. Which ones? I don't know what evidence was removed. I don't know. I don't know what evidence was removed from the scene. Alright, where should we go? Should we meet with Edgeworth, maybe? I don't know. Edgeworth! Hi! 727 Center Visitor's Room. Hi, Edgeworth. You look as grim as always.
Mr. Edgeworth, I heard the story about the class trial.
Class trial? What do you mean?
You don't remember?
No, I don't.
Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it? In 3rd grade?
Lunch money? Oh, right. Yes, I seem to remember something like that.
Nick, I think you're the only one who really remembers.
Well, it probably only really mattered to me anyway.
Mr. Edgeworth, didn't you know? That trial was the reason Nick became a defense attorney.
Ridiculous. Gee, thanks. That said, it does sound like the kind of thing you do. You haven't changed a bit, have you, right? So simple. To a fault, even. Well, maybe, yeah, but I think you've changed too much, Edgeworth. Perhaps. So, why prosecute? Hey, Edgeworth, why'd you become a prosecutor anyway? You used to look up to your dad. You said you wanted to be a defense attorney, right? I couldn't let myself deny reality like you. Deny reality?! What do you mean? My father was taken from me, and you want me to defend criminals? I'm sorry, right, but I'm not that good of a person.
One suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right?
Yes, that man was trapped in the elevator with my father. His name was Yana Yogi. He had to be the shooter, any way you look at it. Yet, he was found innocent. That defense attorney got him off the hook. That would be Robert Hammond. On that day, 15 years ago, the 3 of us were trapped in that elevator for 5 hours. When we were rescued, we all suffered oxygen deprivation. I had lost all memory of the murder. Lost your memory? Even now, I can't recall what happened in that elevator. That was the crux of Yogi's attorney's argument in court. He claimed Yana Yogi had been not sound of mind or something due to the oxygen deprivation. Yogi was released due to lack of evidence. Innocent. That's when I changed my mind. I started to hate defense attorneys. So, Prosecutor Von Karma. What's your relationship with Von Karma? He's my teacher, and a man who deserves respect. I learned everything I know of the courtroom techniques from him.
So, he's like my sister was to you, Nick.
He is a perfectionist in all things. In court, in his personal life, he's obsessed with doing everything perfectly.
Perfectly, huh?
In all the cases he has taken on, none were left unresolved or unsolved. And not one suspect was ever declared innocent. Ever. Well, I'm gonna make you the first! Because I am the defense attorney that you need, man! I got you.
But that's...
I know. It's possible some of the suspects were indeed innocent. However, it is impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. All Von Karma does in his job, to find the suspect guilty, perfectly. In any case, it's nigh well impossible to find a weakness in him. Should a weakness appear, he would do everything in his power to make it go away. Edgeworth? If what you're saying is true, you're headed for a guilty sentence tomorrow.
He's right! Now's no time to praise the enemy, Mr. Edgeworth.
It's a strange situation in which I find myself, I'll admit. No kidding. So what now? Maybe we go to Gourd Lake and maybe explore a bit, I don't know. You know, because the old man, maybe something with the old man is there. Hey, pal! Long time no see!
Oh, Detective Gumshoe.
Close one today, eh? I got so worked up, I snapped my tie in half. Sorry about that. No problem, pal. Thanks to you, we now know who really did it.
You mean the boat shop caretaker?
Look, I made you a promise. Or I'll make you a promise. I'll have that scoundrel in my custody by trial time tomorrow or something. Come what may. It's my duty to you as a police officer. Now, I'm off to catch me a criminal.
Huh. Detective Gumshoe sure is active today.
Oh, one other thing.
Eek!
No one could go into the woods today.
The woods? Where Lana was camping?
The woods are off limits to camping, and apparently the park ranger found out. He got pretty mad. No one can go in for a while.
I guess Lana's in a lot of trouble. Wow.
Anyway, I'll be seeing you tomorrow.
Right. See you tomorrow, Gumshoe. Alright. December 27th, Gourd Lake, Public Beach. Huh? The steel eyesore is missing. Eyesore? Looks like the hot dog stand is closed too. I guess Larry's too busy worrying about Mr. Edgeworth to show up for work. So the boat rental shop, let's go there. We need to investigate! That old caretaker got away. Yep. I never imagined he might be the real murderer. Ahem. I know that clearing the throat anywhere. Oh, Grossberg!
Aha, hello! What must you be doing here? Out for a walk, Ah, the days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon, you see?
Mr. Grossberg? This is no time for idle reminiscing. Mr. Edgeworth's trial ends tomorrow.
That is true, yes. But, from what I saw of today's trial, Edgeworth should be fine, right?
Well, I'm not so sure about that.
Ho ho! What do you mean by that?
Well, I'm not sure.
If you find anything out, come by my office at once. I may be able to offer you some assistance.
Thanks. Bye. What do you think Mr. Grossberg was doing here anyway? Who knows? Yeah. Anyway, let's get inside and take a look around. December 27th, caretaker shack. Nobody's home. Hello! Hello! Ah! Hey, it's Polly! I wonder where your owner's gone, Polly. Hello! Hello! Ah! I can't believe he'd run off and leave his poor parrot to fend for herself. Hello! Hello! Ah! It's literally saying the same thing over and over again. Time for a bit of investigation. Yeah, that's right. 1228, okay. Yeah, let's do it! Yeah, let's check it out. What's on the letter? What? Wait, what? Nick, why would Mr. Edgeworth's name be on here? How should I know? I'm going to read the whole thing. Huh. The rest of the letter goes on to describe the murder plot in detail. How to kill Robert Hammond and frame Edgeworth. Calling Edgeworth out to the lake. Getting on the boat. Firing twice. This is exactly what I figured out today in court. It's all here, in perfect detail. What do you think it means, Nick? I don't know, but it looks like these are instructions for the caretaker, for that caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond and called out Edgeworth, he was following instructions. But who could have written that letter? And what does it mean to get revenge on Miles Edgeworth? Look, I don't know, okay? But one thing's for certain. This letter is an amazing clue. Alright, it's in the court records. Anything else? Okay. So how's Polly doing? Maybe I should take care of Polly, Nick. You probably shouldn't just kidnap her or something. I read that completely wrong. The police know about her anyway. I'm sure they'll do something. Well, okay. Sorry, Polly. He says I can't take you. Great. Now the bird's going to hate me. Bro, should we show this stuff to Grossberg, maybe?
Let's go to Grossberg's place, I guess, and figure things out if I can. Wait, can I go to it? Or not? I guess we're just here. Okay.
1 day left, Nick.
Yeah, I know.
Well, no time to waste. Let's get going.
Yeah. All right. To Grossberg's law offices. I was about to say detective. December 27th, Grossberg law offices. He's out again. Dang. When does he work anyway? Now, don't be harsh. Guess we'll have to come back later. Dang, I was hoping maybe we could get something. Should we? I'm gonna try to present this to him. Edgeworth, see this letter? Mm-hmm. This came out of the safe in the shack where that boat rental caretaker lives. I see. Revenge? On me?
Who is that old guy, anyway?
I don't know. Could he have been an innocent defendant you got declared guilty or something? Nice, right. But I don't remember that old man. Not at all.
So he was following this letter then?
Which means there was someone else behind it. Now's the time to get revenge on the 2 men who ruined your life. 2 men? Meaning myself and Robert Hammond?
It also says, this is your last chance.
Last chance? Wait, maybe he's talking about the statute or limitation on the DL6 incident? Wait, that's old man.
What is it? Do you know who he is?
Yogi. Could he be Yogi?
Yogi?
Like the guy who was the suspect of the murder who was declared innocent? That Yogi? That guy? The suspect of the DL6 incident. The one who was found innocent. Okay, that guy. Maybe we found our clue. Maybe. So let's talk about Yanni Yogi. Yanni Yogi was a court bailiff at the time or something. We just happened to be in that elevator together 15 years ago. The earthquake situation? The quake was incredibly strong. Before I knew it, everything was dark. We were there for so long, it felt like forever. The air thinned, and the darkness closed in on us in that little box. We became unsettled. Help! I can't breathe! Quiet! I said quiet! You're not making this any easier. I want to get out! Help! Get us out! Don't shout! You'll just use up our more oxygen! That's all I remember. When I came to, I was in a hospital bed, staring up at the ceiling. In court, Yanni Yogi's mental condition was called into question. They claimed the oxygen deprivation and stress had caused temporary insanity. In the end, the claim passed the court, and Yogi was found innocent.
Huh. But isn't that strange? This letter tells him to get revenge on Edgeworth. Why would he want to take revenge on you?
Right. Yeah? There's something that's been troubling me these last few days. I didn't know whether or not I should tell you. You mean the nightmare? Yeah, that's what he mentioned before. I think the time has come to tell all. All right, we're getting some information from our guy Edgeworth. All right, let's hear it. For the last 15 years, I've had the same dream almost every night. I wake up in a fearful sweat every time.
What kind of dream?
It's a dream about my father's killing in the dark. Help! I can't breathe. Quiet. I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. I want to get out. Help! Get us out! Don't shout. You'll just use up more oxygen. I can't breathe. You're using up my air. What? Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you. What are you? Stop breathing my air. I can't really voice that because I don't know who to.
No, Father! He's attacking Father.
Then I see the pistol lying by my feet. I didn't know if it was evidence from that day in court or the bailiffs. In a daze, I picked up the pistol.
Get away! Get away from my father!
And with that scream, I wake up. It's a bone-chilling scream. A scream that has rung in my ears for the past 15 years.
But, that's just a dream, right? Right?
That thought is the only thing that has kept me sane for the last 15 years. But what if I'm wrong? What if it's real? They say that sometimes people shut out memories in self-defense. Maybe it was I who killed my father.
What?
Yeah, I don't believe that. I don't believe that for a second. If you think about it like that way, or like that way, yeah, this letter makes sense. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Think about it. Yogi was really innocent. That's why he wanted revenge against me. Wait, Edgeworth, you mean... It was me. I was a true criminal of DL6. I shot my father. This is bad.
What are we going to do, Nick? What can we do?
I don't know. I don't think there's anything we can do, like it or not. If there's someone else who knows a lot about the DL6 incident, maybe...
There is, Nick!
Grossberg, I guess?
There is someone else who knows about DL6.
Grossberg, I'm guessing? Let's go to Grossberg. Alright, to Grossberg's law offices. December 27th, Grossberg law offices. Mr. Grossberg!
Oh, hello there. What's wrong? You look troubled.
No kidding! I can't believe you're not!
My. Just calm down and tell me what happened, hmm?
It's Mr. Edgeworth. Ugh.
I see. So, I just dreamt he shot his own father?
It's only a dream. Only a dream.
I wonder.
What?
If that's the case, then why do you two look so troubled, hmm?
Well...
Also, consider this. Yogi quite certainly holds a deep grudge against Miles Edgeworth. So deep, he'd want to frame him for murder. This leads me to surmise that Mr. Edgeworth's dream was not a dream, it was real. As you imagine. Miles Edgeworth threw the pistol to save his father. The pistol fired, and the deed was done.
But the pistol was flying the other way, so... Yeah, I'm not believing that. I'm sorry, but I'm not believing that.
No. I don't believe it.
Yogi was suspected of murder, and his career as a bailiff was irrevocably wrecked. Thus, he sought revenge on Miles Edgeworth. This is his last chance, of course, with the statute of limitations so close.
Let's talk about Gregory Edgeworth. What do you know about Edgeworth's father?
He was a defense attorney without peer. It sounds trite, but it's true. Well, he may have had one peer now that I think about it. Your mentor, Mia Fey.
My sister?
Gregory Edgeworth was very disapproving of Mr. Von Karma's techniques.
That's no surprise.
Von Karma's an extreme man. Forged testimonies and evidence are nothing to him. The result? He has had a perfect win record in
Court.
To beat him, Gregory Edgeworth tried to call attention to his methods.
And?
He lost, and died in despair, as it were.
I see.
So the spirit medium.
When Gregory Edgeworth was killed, the police called on a spirit medium. That was your mother, Mystery Fey.
I am Gregory Edgeworth. I have been killed. The one who shot me was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi.
Yet, Yogi was found innocent.
That's when my mother left us. Everyone called her a fraud.
That's right. Everyone thought she was, you see. Yet, now that I think about it seems the one who lied was Gregory Edgeworth's ghost. Gregory Edgeworth must have known who shot him.
I don't believe it. So you're saying he falsified his testimony? That Edgeworth's dad lied to protect his son?
It's only a possibility, mind you.
If that's true, that would completely change this case like crazy. That would completely change this case.
But a possibility nonetheless.
Should we tell Edgeworth about this, maybe? I don't know. Can we talk to him about it? No, apparently not. Alrighty. Where to next? Maybe the criminal affairs department. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just going random places and hoping for the best. Dang. Do we present this? Let's try it. Nothing. What about this? But why kill Robert Hammond?
Hammond was a skilled defense attorney, but he defended clients not for their sake, but for his own.
Huh? His own sake?
He never trusted his clients, that one. The only thing he trusted was his own ability.
But he got his client innocent, so why should it matter?
Actually, my dear, it's quite different. He won that innocent verdict for no one but himself.
Huh?
Yogi was a free man, but socially he was ruined.
Huh?
You'll understand soon enough.
Or whatever.
Wait!
What is it?
This letter. I've seen this handwriting somewhere before, a long time ago. Whose handwriting was this? Do you have any idea who wrote this?
Just because I hate him, Von Karma. Could it be Manfred Von Karma?
Von Karma? Why would he have something to do with this?
Well, I'm not sure.
Von Karma. Wait, you're right!
Wait, I was? I just hate the dude, that's why I picked him. Let's go! Yeah, let's go!
You're right, my boy! This is Von Karma's handwriting, I'm sure of it! I used to see it all the time on court reports.
What? But that means the one who told Mr. Yogi to kill was...
Correct. Manfred Von Karma himself.
What does this mean then? Why would Von Karma want to frame Edgeworth? Dude, this adds a whole new layer, what the heck? I was just joking with that, but hey! Let's go! Let's talk about Prosecutor Von Karma.
If it truly was Von Karma who wrote this letter, then he would know the truth. He would know that Miles Edgeworth had accidentally killed his own father. He'll say as much tomorrow in court, I should think. He'll press the point until the court finds Miles Edgeworth guilty.
Oh no. But how could Von Karma know about Mr. Edgeworth's past like that? Even Mr. Edgeworth thought it was just a nightmare. Unless Von Karma was part of it! Things are starting to come together here. Things are starting to come together!
That I do not know. Yes, I do know that Von Karma is both persistent and a perfectionist. He may be seeking to satisfy a grudge against Gregory Edgeworth by hurting his son.
What do you mean?
It was 15 years ago. Von Karma met Gregory Edgeworth in court, and Von Karma did win. But he didn't make it through the trial unscathed, or scarred, whatever.
That was close enough. So, Gregory versus Manfred. What happened in the trial between Edgeworth's dad and Von Karma?
Von Karma got the guilty verdict he wanted. He won the trial. But Gregory Edgeworth accused Von Karma of faulty evidence. And though he lost the trial, Mr. Edgeworth's accusations stood.
Faulty evidence?
It is the only penalty Von Karma has ever received in his career as a prosecutor. Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record.
Wow.
It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see.
A vacation?
Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting.
Really? He doesn't take vacations? Like, go to the sea or to the mountains? Don't tell me he's never been to Europe! Why would he need to be to Europe? You have strange ideas about vacations, Maya.
In any case, that was the only time he took a vacation from work. I believe the penalty upset him quite a lot.
Odd, if you wanted to keep a perfect record so badly. Why would he take such a long vacation? What do we do, Nick? Von Karma's going to bring up DL6. You can bet on it. What if Mr. Edgeworth pleads guilty to DL6? I won't let him!
Yes, Mr. Wright. I hate to say this, but even accidental murder is murder, you know.
I know that! I just believe in Edgeworth's innocence. I can't believe he'd kill someone. But Nick, Mr. Edgeworth admits it himself. His father must have lied to protect him from beyond the grave. I don't care. I know he's not guilty.
Mr. Wright, if you say so, I suppose I could go check again. The police files might hold something of interest.
Mr. Grossberg, thank you.
I can't promise anything. In fact, I think the chances of finding something are slim.
I understand. The police materials, Let's go check the police materials then. Or check out the law offices, maybe, I don't know. No, to the Criminal Affairs Department! Yeah! December 27th, Police Department, Criminal Affairs. There's hardly anyone here. Everyone must be out looking for the old guy, Yogi.
Ah, it's you! I don't think Gumshoe'll be coming back today. He's staying out late looking for someone.
Sounds like Detective Gumshoe was pounding the pavement for real. We were wondering if we could check out the record rooms again?
Well, now, I couldn't have just anyone wandering around there.
But I guess Mr. Von Karma's in there now anyway. Oh, shoot.
You can go in as long as he's there.
Von Karma?
Yes, he just arrived, actually.
Von Karma's in the record room? He's gonna erase evidence!
Nick, let's hurry!
He's going to erase the evidence! Crap. He's gonna erase evidence! December 27th, Police Department, records room.
Dusty as always.
We were only here just yesterday. I'm sure they just haven't had time to clean.
What's wrong, Nick?
Nothing. I was just noticing that he isn't here. On Karma. He's erased evidence. I'm calling it. He's trying to erase evidence.
Huh? One of the drawers here is open.
Someone must have been looking in it recently.
The label says unsolved cases, evidence.
Unsolved cases?
Nick! The file for DL6, it's completely empty!
What?
What are you doing in here? Eek! Von Karma! You. How do you know my name? Huh? Have we met? What are you saying? We see each other every day, don't we? We're Miles Edgeworth's defense team. Defense team? Ahem, I beg your pardon, you see, I rarely remember defense attorneys. They are like bugs to me. Needless things to be crushed.
Wow. I can see how this guy was Edgeworth's mentor. Wow. This man, even off court, he's unlikable. Do we have to talk to Von Karma, I guess? Oh, brother. Dude, this guy really gets on my nerves, man. Edgeworth.
Mr. Edgeworth is your student, right?
A romanticist who still can't shed that veneer of amateurism. Just like his father, always second rate.
Mr. Von Karma, you had an axe to grind with Mr. Gregory Edgeworth, didn't you?
Me? Of course against a mere defense attorney. Why?
Because he dealt a blow to your otherwise perfect trial record? Or something, I don't know. I completely read that wrong. So you did. But what I don't get is, why did you take his son under your wing afterwards? Yeah, that is a bit weird. The son of your most bitter rival.
That, my dear attorney, is none of your business.
I really hate this man. Tomorrow's trial.
Tomorrow will be the last day of this trial. It's been a while since I've had a defense attorney last this long. Still, you will lose in the end.
I'm not planning to.
Miles Edgeworth will admit his own guilt.
His guilt of 15 years ago, you mean?
You're quite the researcher. If you've done your homework so well, then certainly you must understand. You know what Miles Edgeworth will tell the court tomorrow.
We were right. So Von Karma is going to bring up DL6 in court tomorrow. Crap! And he took all the evidence on DL6! We got nothing! He took it all! What happens if we present the thing to him?
Honey Yogi, how many years has it been since I've heard him called by that name? He's a fool. I told him to burn it after he read it. So you admit it? You wrote Mr. Yogi this letter? Yes, my dear defense attorney. Thank you for taking the trouble to bring it to me. You've saved me from a lot of needless hassle.
What?
Nick, what is that thing?
Why does he have a stun gun? Oh, brother. Run! Run, me! Huh? Right! I'm running! Run, Nick! Run! Get out of here! Oh, come on, oh, what the frick? Why didn't I run? Why the frick did you not run, Phoenix? Gosh, dang it. Is Maya okay? Maya? What happened to Maya? Maya? Maya?
The letter, did he take it?
Huh? Oh, yeah. Are you okay?
I couldn't stop him. I jumped as fast as I could, but one shot from that thing knocked me out cold. I'm useless.
Why didn't you run, Phoenix? She literally told you to run! Why did he pull out a taser? Oh, brother.
I'm no good as a lawyer or a medium. I can't even call my sister. Not even now, when we need her the most. I wish I hadn't woken up at all. Maya. Maya! Ugh, there has to be some way I can help her. I better do something about her self-confidence first. Maya, she's holding something. What is that? A bullet? DL6 incident evidence number 7. Taken from the heart of Gregory Edgeworth. Maya, you got something! I remember. When Karma was holding this when Maya jumped him. DL6 bullet stashed in a pocket. Okay, let's go! We got something! It's like he took some evidence, but we got other evidence back! Let's go! Good job, Maya. I'll prove it to you, Maya. You're most definitely not useless. I'll prove it to you in court tomorrow. Oh man, oh my goodness! Things are getting intense, man. I'm excited to see where things go. Alright, it's time for the trial. December 28th, 9:51 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. This is it. Judgment Day. Today, things are going to get settled at last. A lot of things. Ah! What's the big idea? Sorry, Nick. I only touched your shoulder. I guess the shock hasn't worn off from my run-in with the stun gun yesterday. Is that how it works? Anyhow, today's the last day of the trial. Good luck, Nick. Yeah, thanks, Maya. Edgeworth is looking glum as always. I hope Von Karma doesn't push him too hard. Whoa! What are you doing? Sorry, I'm sorry. I just thought I'd cheer you up with a pat on the back. Maya, maybe you should go outside and discharge? Right, good idea. Try not to electrocute anyone on your way out.
What's gotten into that girl?
Detective Gumshoe?
Morning, Mr. Edgeworth.
Good morning. How did it go, Detective?
Have no fear. As promised, I've captured our runaway caretaker. I just brought him in. Took on that, pal.
Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. You must be tired.
Actually, after all that shock I got on the way in, I feel pretty good.
Yogi says he's forgotten his own name, but that has to be a lie. Why would he want revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? He does remember, and I'm going to prove it. Right, let's do this thing. Von Karma may have stolen some evidence, but we got some other evidence in return that could hopefully solve this case. Von Karma, you son of a...
Court is now in session for the trial of Miles Edgeworth.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready.
Right. Very well. We have reached the final day of our proceedings in this trial. I ask that the prosecution submit decisive evidence.
Understood. Come on, don't be awed and silenced by every little thing he says.
Very well. Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement.
Right. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe's efforts, the Mount Winter Shock caretaker has been arrested. In yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary.
Very well. Please bring the witnesses to the court.
The fact that he stole the one piece of evidence we needed to prove all this is so annoying. Von Karma just stealing the evidence really throws a wrench in our plans. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I believe you all remember our witness. He lives in the boat rental shop on the lake from where he witnessed the incident. In addition, he has currently lost memory of his name and identity.
Witness, why did you run away yesterday?
No, don't object! He's actually asking a good question! The witness is not running away, as he will now testify.
I see.
Dude, Von Karma's... It's like Von Karma realizes how much of a threat we are now because we got so much evidence before, that now he's thinking, maybe I should actually take these guys seriously.
I see. Very well. Please begin your testimony.
Alrighty. Oh boy, this is gonna be rough.
I'm really sorry about your saving yesterday like I did. But I wasn't running away or nothing. Went to buy some food for Polly, see? I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. I need one of those motive things, right? And I don't got one. So my testimony yesterday stands as is.
Yeah, we had evidence that goes against that, but sadly it was taken from us by Von Karma.
Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, shall we?
He has to know his name. Yanni Yogi. Oh boy. Let's press him on this. Don't object to us, you stinking butthole. High quality bird pelts from France? Judge, how are you this stupid? Oh, brother. Let me guess, I'm about to be objected to by Von Karma when I press this button. Ah, I knew it! I knew it! Von Karma is just that predictable. Yes, Your Honor?
You're recalling the witness's memory of the past or lack of thereof into question. But does this really have anything to do with the current case?
Of course, Your Honor. The witness has said he has nothing to do with this case and no motive. Both of these statements are lies!
Order! Order! Mr. Wright, this is a serious problem with your claim.
Or there's something, yeah.
Or are you saying you know who this witness is?
Of course, Your Honor.
Ho-ho! Now this is interesting. I would like to know myself, so who is he?
Don't play dumb, Von Karma.
Mr. Wright, please tell us this witness's name.
Yanni Yogi. His name is Yanni Yogi, a former court bailiff.
Yogi? That name seems familiar. Oh! Yanni Yogi, from the DL6 incident.
It figures the judge would have heard of it. It was such a famous case.
But what does this mean?
Your Honor, if this man is Mr. Yogi, then he has a clear motive.
Tisk, tisk, tisk. Jumping to conclusions again, Mr. Wright. This witness is Yanni Yogi? Fascinating. However, how do you propose to prove this to the court? This is a court of law, as you may recall. You need proof. And allow me to repeat once more that the witness has lost his memory.
This is it. I have to do this now. If I can't prove he's Yogi right here, right now, then I've got nowhere else to go.
Nick, how are you going to prove it? How can you prove that he's Yanni Yogi?
It's okay. It's actually quite simple. Your Honor, please take this man's fingerprints. Then we'll compare them to the fingerprints on file for Yanni Yogi 15 years ago.
I see. That makes sense.
Tisk, tisk, tisk.
Huh?
I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright.
Why?
The witness has no fingerprints.
What? What? No fingerprints? Huh?
You see, before I worked as a caretaker, I worked at a chemical plant. I burned my fingers working with the stuff. Yep.
What?
Yogi, you sneak! You burned your fingers off to hide your past!
Well, if the witness has no fingerprints, I guess we will not be able to prove his identity.
No! Tisk, tisk, tisk. Well, what will you do now, Mr. Wright? It seems that the case has been decided, no? No! I know what happened. I know everything. I just can't prove it. But no, I can't let it end like this. I can't lose. There has to be another way. There is no one who can testify as to who this witness is. No one. Nick, what are you going to do?
I didn't even consider that he might have erased his fingerprints. I got it! The parrot! The parrot! He says he tells everything to the parrot! I got it! What do I do? Question the parrot!
Tisk, tisk, tisk. Well, Mr. Wright,
we have to question the parrot!
perhaps you'd like to cross-examine his parrot for a little—
Yes! Yes, let's do that! He literally says that every single time he doesn't remember stuff, he tells it to his parrot! Am I stupid? I don't know. I might be stupid, but I don't care. I'm going with this. I'm sticking with this. Examine his parrot concretely. Yeah, very funny. You're a sore winner on Karma. Phoenix Wright, remember!
Wait a second. Cross-examine his parrot? What is it, Nick? No, you're not going to—
Your Honor, The defense would like to take Mr. Von Karma up on his proposal.
Take Mr. Von Karma up?
Yes, we're gonna question the parrot because the dude literally says if he can't remember stuff, he tells his parrot. On my proposal? Exactly, Your Honor. I would like to cross-examine the witness's pet parrot.
Order! Order! Well, what do you think, Mr. Von Karma?
Need to ask? This is a farce. I object. Objection, Your Honor. Wait a second. You were the one who suggested I cross-examine the parrot, Von Karma. I have a right to do as you suggested. Well, if you're so desperate, then please be my guest. Of course, should you go through with this, and nothing comes out of it, then I hope you're ready for the consequences. Nick, this is crazy.
The parrot remembers everything. We just gotta roll with that.
Well,
Still want to go through with your little game? I'm confident. I am confident.
let the parrot take the stand.
I will cross-examine her, Your Honor.
This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard of.
It's crazy, but it works. Like, the process. My brain is actually thinking ahead for once in this game, even though it's very rare that happens.
Von Karma rigged every person's testimony, every piece of evidence, except the parrot. She's my last chance. At least, I think so.
Bailiff, bring in the parrot.
It's time to cross-examine the parrot.
That's quite a bird. Please, tell us your name. Name! The witness is ignoring me.
It must hurt to be ignored by a bird.
Very well. Witness, who is your owner? Please testify for us.
Time to cross-examine the parrot.
Hello, hello.
Certainly the most concise testimony we've had so far. Very well. Begin your cross-examination.
Right.
What are you going to do, Nick?
I don't know. What do we do, Maya?
Press! Witness, you can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. I want you to testify.
Maya, you talk to her.
Right, what do I say?
Have we forgotten something? As I recall, 2 days ago.
Polly, have we forgotten something? Don't forget DL6!
That's it. Let's ask her that. If I can get Polly to say that here, that will prove that the caretaker has something to do with the DL6 incident or something.
Polly, have we forgot something? Hello! That's not what you're supposed to say. Forgot! Something we forgot.
Oh, frick. Is the bird not... What's wrong with the bird? We need something, what do we need to do here? Come on.
Wait!
Don't tell me Von Karma expected this. He could never train the parrot, could he? Did he train her not to respond when we asked if we'd forgotten anything? So what else?
Witness, you're here to speak. You must speak to me. Frankly, I can't believe that you're speaking to the parrot. Well, I guess we should try to get some information out of her.
We need to show the judge that her owner is Mr. Yogi. Right. Do we press on this again and ask a different question? Alright, we ask a different question. What's your name, I guess? Maybe I should get her to say her name?
Mr. Wright, I think we established that the parrot's name is Polly. Does this have anything to do with her owner's identity?
Of course, yeah.
Yes, it does.
Wasn't it because... Hang on. I might be remembering wrong, because I read this earlier. I probably cut it from the video, but I read this earlier when I was scrolling through this. Yeah, Polly Jenkins. Right here.
Ha, fascinating. You claim that the parrot's name will prove her owner's identity? Let's show us this proof.
Yeah, I got it right here. Nope. I got it right here. Your Honor, the proof is that the parrot's name reveals the caretaker's identity is right here. I got it right here. Right here.
The DL6 case file?
Right there. Which page? I know it's the third page, but which one is that? We got case summary. All right. Suspect data. Okay. Suspect data. It's on the suspect data page. This page is all the information about Yanni Yogi. Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed suicide, see?
Indeed, it does say that. Indeed.
Yes, whatever. What was his fiance's name?
Polly Jenkins. Polly.
Exactly, Your Honor. He wanted to remember the name of his fiancée who had committed suicide. That's why he named his parrot after her.
I see. I guess that is possible.
Bah! A mere coincidence, that's all. My granddaughter has a dog she calls Phoenix. Well, Mr. Phoenix Wright, does that make you my granddaughter's fiancé? She's only 7 years old.
Indeed. Alone is a little weak for evidence in a murder trial. We would need some other corroborating evidence.
Where am I going to find that? Or this? Nick, we're getting closer. One more, if we could just get one more piece of evidence. Right, but what?
Very well, witness. You may continue.
Do we maybe ask about the last thing as well? Alright, what's the safe number, I guess? I don't know if I can bring this up because I'll try. Actually, it does. That's why I had her say it. Ha! Ridiculous. How can the number to a safe tell us who the caretaker is? Show us your proof. What could possibly link this number to the caretaker's true identity? Maybe something else in the DL6 incident? Maybe the number? We got... maybe the number here on the first file? I might be taking a shot in the dark here, but maybe. To be clear, I've never played this game before, so if this is somehow right, I'm just good. I'm putting my detective hat on, if that's the case. Let's try this again. The DL6 case file? What is this obsession you have with that case?
Mr. Wright, where in this file is something relating to that safe number?
The case summary. It's on the case summary page.
The case summary?
Specifically, the date. Okay, so, dude, I am certainly so good at this game! Specifically, the date on which the DL6 incident occurred.
The date of the incident? December 28th? Why, that's today's date, 15 years ago.
And the number on the safe is 1228. I was right! Take that, game! I, for once, figured you out before you did the thing!
Oh!
He used the date of the DL6 incident as the number for his safe, Your Honor. That's how important that date was to him!
I see. It certainly is an interesting coincidence. People do often set their secret numbers to dates.
Objection.
I hate this man. He keeps objecting to everything I do. Bah! This is not tangible proof! I set my ATM card number to 0001 because I'm number 1! This has nothing to do with a date! Nothing!
That's enough! I think we've reached a conclusion here.
This is a mere coincidence, that's all!
True, that is a possibility. However, two coincidences at the same time seem more like a pattern to me.
What are you saying? The judge is starting to not be dumb! Yes, let's go!
Summon the caretaker of the boat shop. Immediately!
Alright.
Witness, tell us your name.
Wait! This witness, he doesn't remember! He doesn't remember!
No, it's okay.
Oh!
I've accomplished what I wanted to do. I'm done.
Huh? Nick, he looks totally different! This is the real Yogi, I think. Finally. He's been acting feeble to hide his true identity. Acting for 15 years. I see.
Well, let me ask you again. Please state your name for the court.
My name is Yogi Yogi.
15 years ago, I served as a bailiff in this very court.
Dang, we're starting to get somewhere. Let's go!
Order! Order! Yami Yogi,
Or Yanni Yogi. My brain. Whatever.
so it was you who killed Robert Hammond? And tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death?
Yes, it was me. I did it. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond. He said I was mentally unsound. He told me it would make me innocent, get me off the hook. So, I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent, really, but he didn't believe me. We won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiancée, my social standing. Then, this year, 15 years later, a package arrived. There was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written out in careful detail. It was a plan for me to take my revenge on the people who ruined my life.
I didn't care who had said it. I thought this was my chance. After 15 years, this was it. Finally, a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets. Wait a moment. Revenge? Revenge against Miles Edgeworth? What do you mean? I'm not at liberty to speak on that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Anyway, I admit it. I was the one who killed Robert Hammond.
Huh. We got all that from the parrot.
On Karma, where was Mr. Yogi?
Under arrest, Your Honor. I saw no room for error in his confession.
Then the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, is...
Innocent, in this case at least.
Very well. Will the defendant please take the stand? There are a few mysteries left unsolved. Still, you are clear of suspicion for this particular case. So I would like to pass judgment on the murder of Mr. Robert Hammond. Any objections?
I don't believe it. Why isn't Von Karma saying anything?
Very well. This court finds the defendant Mr. Miles Edgeworth.
Cool, but why does something feel like it's off? I get that I should be happy about this, but something feels off. Is it just me? I think it's because normally when you have an attorney trial, it feels satisfying. It's just like the enemy is freaking out like, dang it, I can't believe I lost. And then you have everything else. And Von Karma's never lost a case, so I'm just confused like, huh? What? This just kind of reminds me of this feeling I had when I didn't film myself playing it, but when I was playing the other game, The Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. I've been playing that on the side. It's a lot of fun. But there was one particular case, and by that I mean most of the cases actually, but most of the cases had these situations where it felt like they were ending, but then all of a sudden something else happened. This is the kind of vibe I'm getting right now. And I'm just worried because I'm thinking, what's going to happen now? But we gotta find out, so.
That is all. This court is adjourned.
I mean, cool.
Objection!
What the?
Did someone just say objection?
It wasn't Von Karma. Wait, but that means, no. Edgeworth, no! Stop, you're being dumb! No! You didn't even commit that crime, I'm betting on it! I'm going to, do I have to prove that too? Please, no, please, please! Edgeworth?
Your Honor, I object to your judgment. What do you mean?
I'm not innocent at all. As we have heard, Yanni Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. But revenge for what?
Nick, Edgeworth is trying to confess. He's going to say he's guilty. He's going to tell them he was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He's going to tell them he killed his own dad.
Oh, what do I do? Raise an objection.
Objection!
The judgment has already been passed. I object to Edgeworth's outburst.
Don't you object, you stupid! Ah!
Didn't something like this happen yesterday, too? I believe a certain witness raised an objection after a guilty verdict was passed.
That would be Larry.
We must hear this new statement. We must hear Miles Edgeworth.
He's right. We have a duty to hear Mr. Edgeworth out.
For 15 years, I have had a recurring dream. A nightmare. It's only a nightmare. That's what I told myself. But now I know it wasn't a dream. Yanni Yogi wasn't the killer.
You mean in the incident where your father died?
From the distance of the shot, it wasn't suicide either. Everything was as clear as day. The murderer. The criminal in the DL6 incident. It was me. Your Honor, I confess my guilt. I'm guilty for DL6, the statute of limitations of which ends today. The culprit is me.
Order! Order! This is certainly unexpected. The defendant, declared innocent, is confessing to a different crime. A crime for which the statute of limitations runs out today. I'm not really sure how I should deal with this.
Bah! It's obvious. We hold a trial. Right here. Right now.
Oh my goodness. This man, I cannot hate him enough. This man. I hate you. Von Karma, if I could go through the screen right now, I would punch you in the freaking face. I would do it. And I wouldn't even care if I was then charged with a crime. Because the fact of the matter is, you are so annoying. Yeah. I hate this man.
We tried this man for his crime of 15 years ago.
Edgeworth, I'm gonna find you not guilty for that too. Don't worry.
I think I would like to take a 5-minute recess. During this time, I will consider the appropriate course of action to take. Court is adjourned.
Edgeworth, you really made this rough on me, man. December 28th, 2:24 p.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2.
I'm sorry, Wright.
I just wasted all of your effort.
Mr. Edgeworth, I just don't believe it, sir. I mean, you? Kill your dad?
I didn't want to believe it myself, Detective, but it's the truth. I deserve to be punished. Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstances.
This is crazy! Just crazy!
Nick? What are you doing? Huh? Oh, I was just reading through the court record once more. I'm getting my case ready. Your case? For what? Huh? Isn't it obvious? I'm going to prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent. Yes! Yes, Phoenix! Yes! We're gonna do it! We're gonna prove he's innocent! Yes!
What are you talking about, pal? He just admitted to it! He confessed that he did it. In court!
I'm sorry, Edgeworth, but I don't believe your nightmare.
What?
It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here in this court record. In any case, tighten your belts. The real fight is just beginning. I'll prove you're innocent. Trust me.
Right.
I'm going to prove his innocence, no matter what. December 28th, 2:30 p.m., District Court, courtroom number 3.
Now then, I would like to resume our trial.
Judge, Miles Edgeworth has admitted his own guilt. He has confessed his crime. Let us begin by hearing his testimony. Then, though pointless, let the defense do their cross-examining. The statute of limitation on the DL6 incident runs out today. Though it is unconventional for me, I'd like to run this one by the book.
I see. Does the defense have any objections?
No, Your Honor. Von Karma, you knew this was going to happen from the very beginning, didn't you?
Very well. Will Miles Edgeworth take the stand?
Will the witness state his name and profession? Miles Edgeworth. I'm a prosecuting attorney. Mr. Edgeworth, 15 years ago, you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct?
It is correct.
Then testify about this matter to the court. When Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. That will be the key. I got this. Don't worry, Edgeworth. You may not believe you're innocent, but I do. I will prove you innocent. I know I will. That day, I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That's all. Huh.
And until now, you thought this memory was a dream?
We were stuck in that elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator ran out, and I lost my memory of the events. Bah! The same claim Mr. Yogi has made.
Very well. Mr. Wright, the cross-examination, please.
Yes, Your Honor. I got this. I think I already have something here, and I might be right about it. Let's do this. Let's see, where is it? Let's see. Single shot, right here. This is something that bothered me about the DL6 incident. Right here. If we go to this one, we notice how this says, you don't notice how this says the murder weapon was fired twice? Yeah! That is what I noticed and what I'm kind of questioning here. So let's present this. I'm pretty confident. Objection! Right here. Are you sure you only heard one gunshot? Yes, I'm sure of that. I heard the shot and the scream. Then everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came.
I see.
No, Your Honor. Unfortunately, you don't. Look at this file one more time. This plainly contradicts the witness's testimony. You do enjoy dragging out that file, don't you? I don't accept this evidence, unless you could tell us which page it's on. Which page contradicts Miles Edgeworth's testimony? Victim data. Look at the victim data in this file. It says it quite plainly. The murder weapon was fired twice. Miles Edgeworth only heard one gunshot. Yet, the murder weapon was fired twice. The first shot was the accidental firing when the pistol was thrown.
Who fired the remaining shot?
Was there perhaps another shooter who fired that second shot?
Your Honor, as I'm sure you're aware, this incident occurred 50 years ago. The evidence is dated. The pistol did fire twice. However, we do not know when the second shot was fired.
This guy's really grasping at straws, isn't he?
It may have been fired the day before the incident. There is no proof that the second shot had anything to do with this incident. What?
I see. The murder weapon was fired twice, as we have heard. One of those shots was fired by the defendant, a boy at the time. Do you have any proof that the other shot fired had something to do with the case?
I'm grasping at straws here, but sure.
Your Honor, I think I will be able to show you proof.
What? Now, Mr. Von Karma, save your surprise for after you've seen the evidence. Very well, Mr. Rice, show us your proof. Do you have any evidence that the second firing of the pistol is related to this incident?
Let's check this scene. Maybe it's because there's a bullet hole up there and a bullet hole down here? Maybe? Probably? Let's present it. Let's see what happens. Look at this photograph.
This is a photograph of the scene of the crime, 15 years ago. I could see that the victim lying there is Gregory Edgeworth.
This proves the murder weapon was fired twice at the same time of the incident. This photo proves it.
So, let me get this straight. This photo proves 2 shots were fired? Where?
Your Honor, please. Please get a clue. Show the judge the contradiction in the photo. I'm guessing we're supposed to point out the bullet hole up here. Okay. As should be obvious, the contradiction is here.
I see, a bullet hole in the door.
Your Honor, Gregory Edgeworth was killed by a shot from the pistol. Yet, there's also a bullet hole in the elevator door. We also know that the murder weapon was fired twice. Thus, someone other than Edgeworth fired that second shot.
Order! Order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at?
It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One went to Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out. In conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else.
But Mr. Wright, who could that someone else be?
The murderer, of course. Wow, we're so close to the truth, he doesn't like it.
I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand.
This guy doesn't like that we're getting close to the truth, so he's trying to stop us.
Mr. Wright, look what's more at the DL6 incident case file. Look closely. Try the case summary page.
Case summary. That's on page 1.
Look what it's written here. Not a single clue was found on the scene. If the pistol had indeed been fired 2 times, then the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene.
He does have a point.
That second bullet has never been found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. The bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was the one fired by his own son. That is the truth of this matter. The whole truth. It was undoubtedly something else that made that bullet hole in the door.
I'm sure there's some evidence that can prove against that.
Order! I will have order! Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us clearly, that the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. Von Karma says, the second bullet fired was not found. It is highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked this second bullet. So, all we have is the single bullet fired. I'm afraid I have to discount the defense's claim.
Tisk, tisk, tisk. I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter. Gah! How did this happen? I don't believe that the second bullet didn't exist.
What was it? Was I wrong? Have I been wrong about this whole incident?
What are you doing, Nick? Why aren't you raising an objection?
I'm sorry, Maya.
What?
It looks like I was wrong. Nick, if the second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures are for nothing.
No, but you said you'd do it, Nick. You said you'd get Edgeworth declared innocent.
I'm sorry. It's just, when I saw the photograph, I thought that 2 shots had been fired. I was so certain of it. I thought I'd won. I thought there was another person, someone else who fired the killing shot. But now, I was wrong to think it could be that simple. This case has stood unsolved for 15 years.
Nick.
No, wait, there's gotta be something. Wait.
Well, it's clear that we have finally cleared up this incident. Only 1 bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Mr. Miles Edgeworth.
Precisely.
I would like to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any objections?
No, I do not.
So, you killed your father, though that was not your intention?
Yes, I did. Oh no, he's accepted the guilt.
Very well. The statute of limitation on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce a verdict on the defendant today, right here.
No, 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 no. Where's Larry when you need him? Right now.
Indeed. Does anyone have any objections?
I've been here before. It's just like my first day in court. There are so many things I know I should be saying, but my mind's gone blank. I can't find the words.
Mr. Wright?
I have to. I have an objection. I have to. I have to. Your Honor. I object. Tisk, tisk, tisk. I gotta do something. Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object, Nick? I don't know. This case is perfect. Oh no. Gah! It must exist. The second bullet. What? What did you just say? Nothing? The second bullet must exist? But where? Someone took it.
It seems waiting's not going to produce us any answers from Mr. Wright.
Wait, Your Honor! Do we got something? The second bullet! It existed!
What? Well, we've just had proof that it did not exist.
I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here. It's just someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened.
But who?
The murderer! No, we actually may be onto something here. Wait a minute. We're onto something. The murderer? Then tell us, just who is this murderer? I'm still thinking about that one.
So, the criminal took the second bullet? But why?
Huh?
First of all, how could they have found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for the bullet?
The murderer had to find it, or the murderer didn't need it? The murderer had to find it, I guess. Of course there was a need. That's why they took it. What possible reason could they have had? Well, the reason the murderer took the bullet away from the scene with them is, the bullet would be proof? Maybe they thought that the bullet would be used as proof? Proof? It was a special bullet, so they took it with them. If that was the case, then they should have taken the bullet from inside Gregory as well. Huh? Why would they only take one of the two shots fired? Oh, right. Okay. Gosh dang it. Ah, boy. Maybe the murderer didn't need it, I don't know. Why would the murderer have spent the time looking for the stray bullet? I haven't got a clue. The murderer had no reason to take that bullet. You don't want to admit it, but it's true. Had to take it. Had to take it? The murderer? What does that mean? You're thinking too normal, think crazy. Well, that doesn't make sense with this game series. Also, is that Mia trying to talk to us from beyond the grave or something? Lots of flashing imagery. That might hurt a lot of viewers' eyes. Oh, man. Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken.
Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor? I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, the murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene. But the murderer had to take that bullet.
Had to, Mr. Wright? What do you mean?
Well, for instance what? Maybe the bullet hit the murderer?
The bullet hit the murderer?
Just saying, for instance. I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could perform surgery right there. You know? I'm grasping at straws here, man. Wait a second. I was just talking off the top of my head, but what if that was really what happened?
Let me get this straight. So, at the time of the murder, the murderer themselves was shot? And they left with the second bullet still inside of them? Thus, leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime?
Yes. I guess that's how it would work. Yes.
But there's a problem with that. The other two people rescued from that elevator, Miles Edgeworth and Yanni Yogi, were both unharmed. So that would mean
the murderer came from outside, yes.
Which explains the bullet hole in the window!
The two men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. The pistol discharges and the bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. The boy loses consciousness. Then the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the men inside. That could work.
Mr. Wright, you are truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known. I can tell you're grasping, and I cannot deny the possibility of what you say.
I'm starting to think Von Karma maybe has more to say here. I'm thinking that maybe, just maybe, there's something else with this dastardly, most hateable character in the game so far character. There's something definitely up with him.
What are you saying? Deny it! Deny it! No one involved in the incident was wounded. There was no murderer.
No one was wounded at the time of the incident. He's right. I can't think of anyone. Hey, Nick.
Huh?
I just thought of something really crazy. Crazy? Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday? What did he say? I can't remember.
Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfectly trial record or something, I don't know.
Wow.
It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma.
He took a vacation for several months. Oh, Von Karma did it, didn't he? Von Karma. It was Von Karma. I'm saying it right here. Not just because I hate that man. It was Von Karma. He did it. I'm calling it right here. He did it. What if Von Karma didn't take that vacation because of shock, but took it because he was injured? Which would mean, it can only mean one thing. He was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth. It was Von Karma. Oh man.
Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You seem dazed.
No, Your Honor.
Well, you have indicated the possibility that the murderer came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect?
Yep, I can. With confidence. I'm confident. Your Honor, there's a suspect. One lone suspect.
Well, this is certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect?
Ugh, my hands are shaking.
What?
Von Karma!
Von Karma?
He's grinning, his evil grin. Oh boy.
You mean the Von Karma? The prosecutor? The one standing right over there? You don't object?
I see no need. Why honor this ridiculous outburst with my objection?
Because you took a vacation for several months, starting the day after the incident. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason?
So you're claiming that I took a vacation to heal my injury from the incident?
Fascinating. Prove it. I would have needed surgery, no? Where did I go under the knife at, Mr. Wright? Bring the doctor that operated on me. Have him testify. Nick! Let's find out who his doctor is. It's no use. Edgeworth? I know Von Karma, perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. He probably didn't undergo surgery. Wait a minute. We have a metal detector! If that's the case, get the metal detector out! Dude, I am feeling so smart right now! That would leave a doctor as a witness. Ugh, nobody's that perfect. So what, Nick? Did Von Karma pull the bullet out by himself? That's insane! No, he wouldn't have. You can't just pull bullets out of yourself. Wait. What does that mean? The bullet has to be somewhere, but where? We have a metal detector! Phoenix, pull that out! Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove evidence to prove that I was shot? Show evidence. I'm confident. I am so confident. All right, Von Karma, I'll prove it. And I'll even use evidence. I know how you like it so much. What? The evidence that proves Von Karma was shot is... Let's try it. Von Karma is perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery, leaving an evidence trail. So then I ask, where is that bullet now? I think it's unlikely that Von Karma performed surgery on himself.
You don't mean...
I do. There is the possibility that the bullet is still inside Von Karma.
Is that even possible for all these years?
Well, there's one way to find out. We could use this metal detector. Well, Von Karma, I'm going to run this over you and see what we find. Oh, now you're raising an objection. Oh, is that what it is? I refuse.
You refuse? But refusing this means... You acknowledge that the bullet is still inside you.
Exactly. You're done, Von Karma.
Order! Order! Order!
Your Honor, the defense requests that we be allowed to use the metal detector.
Stop objecting, you piece of...
Judge, I call for suspension of this trial. This is an invasion of privacy.
The statute of limitation runs out on this case today. It was you who said we had to end it right here, right now.
Enough! I permit the use of the metal detector. Mr. Von Karma, you will submit yourself to testing.
Nick, what does this mean?
I don't know, but we have to give it a shot. Dude, this trial is insane.
It reacted! Something's inside his right shoulder! The bullet!
Mr. Von Karma?
You. It was you! I was afraid this would happen, and so I remained silent. Indeed, there's a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident. What? I was shot in the shoulder long before the DL6 incident. I claim that the bullet in my right shoulder has no relation to DL6.
Oh, brother.
But, Mr. Von Karma, can you prove that?
Prove? You need evidence! I have no obligation to prove anything. It is Mr. Wright who must prove something here, not I.
Mr. Wright? Well, can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet in Von Karma's shoulder was from DL6?
Of course he can't. You don't have any of the DL6 evidence.
Oh, is that what you think? Is that what you think, Von Karma? How amusing. Oh man, I have not been this satisfied in playing the game in so long. Oh man, that's because you took it out of the records room yesterday. But we do have evidence. I'm so sorry, Mr. Von Karma. But you see, we do have evidence that you so mistakenly thought we didn't. Oh, and I'm going to enjoy this. With no proof, you cannot convict me of any crime. So sorry, Mr. Wright. No, I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma. What? You were close, one day away from freedom. But you see, I have proof. What? Who would have thought you would dig your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? I can link that bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. And here's my final proof. We got a little something here. You know, why don't you just take this?
That's a bullet?
Where did you get that? This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely with all the ballistic markings intact. Ballistic markings? You may recall the term. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago.
Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from a gun are marked with that weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fired the bullet. It's quite accurate.
We have 2 bullets in our possession. One, the bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other, Mr. Von Karma, is the bullet buried in your shoulder. We could analyze both bullets. Then, if the markings matched, we would know that both bullets have been fired from the same gun. The very same pistol. In other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. So, Mr. Von Karma, you will let us remove the bullet from your shoulder. Then, we'll compare the ballistic markings to those on this bullet. And solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma?
Dude, this is so satisfying.
That scream. I've heard that scream before. Wait, I know!
It's in either is your. Did I just realize?
It's that scream I heard in the elevator. 15 years ago. Von Karma! It was you who screamed! Mr. Von Karma? That's right! Only you would dare defy me! So, it was you! You and your father are my curse!
This is so satisfying.
Your father shaped me with a penalty on my record! And you had to scar my shoulder that would never fade! I'll bury you with my bare hands! Death!
Oh man, what a satisfying victory that was! But yeah, 15 years earlier.
Chief Prosecutor, I'm sorry.
Von Karma, it's not like you to make this kind of error. I never would have thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you.
I was careless.
I'm sorry, but you'll have to be penalized. I've covered for you in the past, but not this time.
Edgeworth. It was a shock like none I've ever known. Me? Penalized? It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly, I found myself in the darkness. I was in the court records room. I must have wandered in there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black. The lights must have gone out. I went out into the hall and felt my way to the elevator. I pressed the button, but nothing happened. Then, there was a noise. I was in pain. A horrible burning pain in my shoulder. Just then, the lights came back on. The elevator door opened before my eyes. I saw 3 people inside, all lying unconscious from oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew then it was my destiny.
It was all you, Von Karma. You shot Edgeworth's dad.
It was his last moments. Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died, never knowing who had shot him. Later, he spoke through a medium, blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. It was the perfect crime.
But we just revealed it today.
Tisk, tisk, tisk. Who would have thought another man would have come to open that elevator door? Judge!
What?
What are you doing? Do your job. Bring an end to this miserable charade. Now, end it!
Very well.
He's gonna go to jail, right? He's going to jail, right?
It appears that we have come a very long way to the end of this maze. 15 years later. Mr. Miles Edgeworth?
Yes, Your Honor?
You were innocent. You are innocent. As you said, it was all a nightmare.
Yes, Your Honor.
The court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth,
Not guilty! Woo! Oh, man. Took a while to get here. Let's go! Woohoo! Oh, man.
That is all. This court is adjourned.
Oh, jeez. What a ride that was. December 28th, 5:38 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2.
Nick! Nick! We did it! Did you see his face? Von Karma looked even paler than usual. He's pretending to be all cool, but inside you crushed him, Nick. Crushed! I gotta say, I'm impressed.
It was pretty close, though. I was sure we'd had it.
I know, I was on the verge of tears the whole time myself. But now it's all just a good memory.
Edgeworth. So, it's finally over, Edgeworth. Right. Yeah? I'm not sure how to say this.
I know. Try thank you.
I see.
Thank you, right.
You're welcome.
I think you could have done better than that.
Sorry, I'm not good at that sort of thing. Or this sort of thing, whatever.
You got a lot to learn, Edgeworth.
She's got you there.
Whoa! Amazing, pal! You pulled through just like I thought you would. I'll never forget this. I owe you one, pal. And tonight, let's party. Dinner's on me. Yeah, my salary went down a bit this month. But who cares?
See, Mr. Edgeworth? You should take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe. That's how you say thank you.
I see.
Whoop!
I feel foolish. Oh, man.
Don't worry. Take it a little at a time. You'll get used to it.
Dude, I love this. This is so good. That was so satisfying. It's been 15 years since I've seen Edgeworth this unguarded.
Hey, y'all. Lana. Y'all were great in there.
Thank you.
Yo, Edgeworth, congrats.
Thanks, y'all, very much.
I knew you were innocent from the start, of course. Then why'd you go against him? Just look at you. You wouldn't stick your hand in the cooking jar if no one was there.
You were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you?
Yeah, well, that might gotta be bygones, eh? Speaking of which, what are you doing now, Loda? Who, me? Oh, I went back to college. I gave up trying to be an investigative photographer pretty quick. Really? That's too bad. Huh? Isn't that the hot dog guy from the park? Huh?
It's over, Nick. My life is over. What happened this time, Larry? Why the sad face, Larry? What happened now? Oh, Nick, I'm not long for this world. You don't look sick. It's Beyonce. She's going to live in Paris. Paris, Nick. She's leaving me behind. Should have seen that coming. Yo, Edgy, there you are. Yes, here I am. Congrats, Edgy. Here, a little gift from me in celebration. Celebration? That's unusual for you.
Harry Butts, you come along to that too. My treat, pal.
Huh? Thanks. Looking forward to it. Yo, Nick. That's the suit that questioned me. When he says treat, that's not police talk for prison food, right? Right? I think you'll be fine, Larry. Right. Yeah? What's up? That envelope that Larry gave me. It's got money in it. Well, yeah. That's not that strange. People give money away to celebrate sometimes. It's $38, right? Huh? What a weird amount. I mean, it's not a little, but it's not a lot either. $38 exactly? Larry? Nick! Wasn't that exactly the amount of lunch money that was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth at school? $38? No. No! Larry! Larry! It was you?! What are you so surprised about, right? Huh? Larry was absent that day from school, right? But that doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect. What? Think back to that day, 15 years ago. Larry took the day off, but he was bored, so he came into school anyway. Then he saw the money lying there, and the rest is history. I never was good at history. Edgeworth, you didn't know, did you? I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like you did that day. Everyone else was saying you did it. The whole class was against you, remember? Yeah, too well. Right, you may not know this, but we used to have a saying back in school. When something smells, it's usually the butts. I know. Really, right, I'm surprised you didn't figure it out. Well, this sure is an unexpected turn of events, eh? Edgeworth. You should have told me! Now, Nick, it was 15 years ago. Don't you think the statute of limitation has run out, Mr. Edgeworth? I'd say so, yes. Wow, there you have it. Where does that leave me? I became a defense attorney because of what you two did. Well, you've always been something of an insufferable emotionalist. Dang. Yeah, and you get worked up too easily, too. Death! The death sentence for both of you! Man, if only I'd known, I'd have become a prosecutor! The same goes for me, only the other way around. For the longest time, I thought that I might have killed my own father. I thought I might have been a criminal. I became a prosecutor in part to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney after all. Edgeworth, I want to switch, right? Or want to switch, right? He wants me to switch. I read that completely wrong, but yeah, man. I'm keeping my defense attorney job. I don't want to prosecute. I'm good at being a defense attorney. Hey, y'all, line up. I'll take a photo. Hey, photo time. Let's go.
And after that, dinner on me.
Dang. Detective Gumshoe took us all out on the town that night. We celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom, even though Edgeworth himself was still in detention. Dang. December 29th, 5:02 a.m. Ryanco Law Offices. Whoa! I went a little overboard yesterday. My head hurts. Huh? It's still only 5 o'clock. Maybe I should go back to sleep. Huh? What's this? A letter? Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday. Seeing you, it made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium, in training, of course. I wanted to help Mr. Edgeworth, too. I wanted to help you, but I couldn't. I was useless. So, I decided to go back to my training. I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium, for starters. I couldn't say it to your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick. Aw. Goodbye? What time is it? Gah! The first trains for the mountains have already left! To the station!
So Maya's going on a little bit of a kind of mental reset, trying to refigure out who she is. Kind of, I guess. Maybe, I don't know. I guess I'm too late.
Hey! Nick?
Maya! So, you're leaving?
Yeah. It's hard being a spirit medium who can't talk to spirits. And I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay?
What? Wait!
What?
I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help.
Huh?
On the last day of the trial, I heard her. I heard Mia's voice.
You heard my sister?
Yes, only her voice, but still. It was at the very end when I thought we'd lost everything.
Well, that's my sister for you. Detective Gumshoe helped, and Mr. Grossberg, and even Larry. I'm the only one who couldn't help. I was useless, Nick.
But you were the one who stopped Von Karma, Maya.
Huh? I didn't do anything! All I did was wander around in a daze.
You did help get evidence, though. Sorry, but I have evidence that you helped.
Evidence?
Show me some evidence to cheer her up. Okay, yeah, sure. The evidence is right here. You helped grab this.
A bullet?
Von Karma was convinced he had taken all the evidence pertaining to DL6. But you were the one who rescued the last piece of evidence we needed. That was the bullet that put Von Karma to an end or whatever. And you were the one who gave it to me.
Nick.
Thanks, Maya. I couldn't have done it without you.
I'll be back soon.
Huh?
I'm going to complete my training and come back.
Okay, I'll be waiting.
Of course you will. You can't run the office by yourself. You're hopeless.
Wow. I don't know about that. Oh, she's gotta go! Bye, Maya!
So, this is it.
See you soon, Maya.
Thanks, Nick.
Or thanks, Nick. I don't know, but... Dude. And so, my story ends. Time to turn a new page. And say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Now, a new story begins. With the same old crazy cast of characters.
Ha! Don't think you've graduated yet, amateur. Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to rethink that claim.
Yes, Your Honor. Uh-oh, I got a bad feeling about this. Oh, man. That ends the first game of Ace Attorney in this trilogy. Oh, wait, there's still more.
Hey, pal! Mr. Edgeworth came down to the precinct to wish me a Happy New Year. Talk about a pleasant surprise. Ooh, Detective Gumshoe! Then, he hung his head low and went right back outside. Kind of like he was embarrassed or something. Strange, huh?
Dude, this game... I really enjoyed it, man. It was really fun. This was so much fun.
Huh? Nick? I haven't seen him lately. Who, me? I've been working at a cheese shop. That Missy's a nice lady, but she's not exactly what you call a cheap date. Huh? Oh, she's in Hawaii right now. Yeah,
that's gonna fail miserably. Oh, man. Dude, I just kind of feel emotional. It's like, I finally beat the first game of Ace Attorney. It's just... Oh, man.
Who? Right? Yeah, I remember him. I hear he's been busy lately. You know, not to ring my own bell, but I sort of taught him everything he knows. I'm sure he's grateful.
Yeah, I completely forgot about you, I'm gonna be honest. Man. What a fun game.
Phoenix Wright? Huh. Ah, the defense attorney for whom I wrote that advertisement for, yes. Oh, you should know, I've taken over management of the Gateway Auto Hotel recently. Should you be in the area, please stop by.
It seems like Phoenix is making a name for himself now. That's kind of nice. Phoenix is making a name for himself out there. That's nice.
Ahem! Oh, it's you. Phoenix Wright? Ah, yes, Mia's understudy, was he not? And what how he's doing? Haven't seen him of late. Ah, the days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon, you see.
Phoenix Wright? Is he an actor? Well, I'm not buying it. You can't be a star with a name like Phoenix.
Did you know that there's something? Oh fudge! No, she's talking too fast. I can't keep up. I'm not reading that. I'm not reading that. Oh brother.
I'm pleased to announce the Pink Princess is a hit. I sure owe that Mr. Wright a great deal. Oh, and I'm keeping my face out of the public eye until the show's over. I wouldn't want to ruin any kid's dreams, you know?
Oh, I got a letter from Maya the other day. It sounds like she caught a cold standing up under a waterfall. I want to visit, but still haven't had time, so I sent her some Pink Princess cards or something. She says she can't buy them where she is. What kind of place is she living at anyway? Right, who's that? You want to talk? Let's talk about Pink Princess. Alright, this guy switched themes real quick. But you know, I stepped to the studio the other day, and I saw her, the one inside the Pink Princess suit. Ugh, what a dog. It was kind of a shock for a boy my tender age. Oh, man. Yeah, I remember that lawyer guy. Huh? Me? I'm in training to become a paranormal photographer. You know, that picture I took on everyone? Well, just behind them, there's a ghost. For real. Now that's talent. I'm gonna be a famous photographer of ghosts and stuff, I guess. I don't know. Then we got the victory of it all. Oh man, victory. What a game. What the? A bonus episode? We got a bonus episode here? What? There's a bonus episode? I didn't know about this. Well, now we got something else to work on now. Gosh dang it. Oh man, I guess things aren't over yet. I guess we still got more to do. We still got one more episode to cover, I guess, with this first part of the game. Well, that wraps up most of the first part of the Phoenix Wright trilogy. We got one more bonus episode to do. Then after that, we'll see where things go from there. I'm a bit iffy on whether I should continue this series to the next game, since the series doesn't do very well on the channel, but I do enjoy playing the game, so it's like a, should I play because I like it, or should I stop playing because nobody really wants to watch it? But that remains to be seen for later on. We still got one more bonus episode to cover in this specific episode, so I'm excited to check that out next, and yeah. That's all I have to say, and thank you all for watching. If you're new to the JG Crafter channel, don't forget to subscribe. I also do Crafter the channel, and I will see you all next time for the bonus episode. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I will see you all around. Peace!